The Huguenots were at the centre of London's silk industry 300 years ago, weaving material in Spitalfields and Shoreditch that was shipped around the world. But now campaigners say their heritage is under threat. Historian Dan Cruickshank has joined the campaign to have one of the last remaining weavers' houses listed to save it from demolition. Thomas Magill went to meet him.
The Elder Street, built in the 1720s and typical of the streets in Spitalfields, where the Huguenot merchants, the master weavers, they lived. These were their homes.
He's one of our best known historians, and now Dan Cruickshank is taking on a battle to preserve a corner of London that's right on his own doorstep.
But what has not survived in any quantity are the buildings in which the weavers worked, where these fantastical garments of intense beauty were actually manufactured in often very modest buildings.
In fact, only a dozen or so of these weavers' homes, which were once the backbone of the silk industry in East London, survive. And now one of those is under threat from redevelopment. This one, 3 Club Row.
Because it's so simple, they haven't been appreciated or protected in the past, which is why it is essential. These wonderful documents of social history, where the wonderful Spitalfields silk was made, is why they must be kept.
We're in the city, surrounding its skyscrapers in a really high-value part of London.
Well, you can say that about many modest historic buildings. We don't live by those rules, do we? We accept historic buildings are kept for many reasons, for beauty, for history, for memory.
And it was the Huguenots who dominated the East End, French Protestant refugees forced to flee Catholic-dominated France in the 17th century. Another reason why buildings like this should be kept, according to some.
Huguenot history needs to be preserved because of all they've done for us. Many of the more famous places are preserved, but the humble weaver's house should also be preserved.
Well, the council has temporarily banned any building work from taking place here, including demolition, and says it won't make a decision on its future until Historic England, the body responsible for deciding whether or not it should be listed, has made its ruling. Saved for now, but campaigners know until it's listed, properties like this will always be under threat. Thomas Magill, BBC London.